Hello, I am Jen Berger. I'm here in St. Louis at the APDA. So happy that you are here. You showed up to a level 2 standing class where everybody in this room is super excited to be here. Because we're going to, yes, I like it. Because we're going to have a super great time. We'll be here for about 50 minutes, do a little warm up, do some cool down at the end. You do need weights. If you are at home doing this workout, you do need weights. I promised when we spoke on Tuesday, now whether you watched my video on Tuesday or not, we talked about the fact that today we're going to do big and strong movements. So I'm going to take a movement, we're going to make it super big without weights. Then we're going to get really strong by doing that similar movement with weights. So that's what we're doing today. We also are going to do a lot of core work. So if you are at home, you're going to need a chair, all right? Because we're going to kind of bounce back and forth after our big and strong sets into some core movement, really strengthening the center of that body. Weights, water, chair, what else? Smile. Smile, yes, everybody in this room has a smile, so you at home need to have a smile. Get super excited, and that's it. Did I cover it all? I think I covered it all. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with 2 deep breaths. This is kind of just where we kind of clear our mind and get ready for what we are about to do. In through the nose, exhale it out through the mouth. Rich is ready for 2. Let's go right here. Wait for it. In through the nose, all the way up. And then exhale it out through your mouth. Let's go 1 more here. In through the nose, big breath in until you can't inhale anymore. And then exhale it out through your mouth. We're going to keep those feet hip width apart right here, standing straight up, just rolling those shoulders back. Rolling those shoulders back. Big rotations. Take your time on these. We're not in any hurry. You're stuck with me whether we go fast or go slow. So 3 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Shaking those arms out for me a little bit right here, standing straight up. Now we're just going to take that head and neck and turn it from side to side. He was just keeping your chair warm for you. What a nice guy. Side to side right here. Big rotations through that head and neck. Keep going. Side to side. 1 more each side here. And now we'll come right to center. And let's go chin to chest, looking all the way down. And then we'll go all the way back. Chin to chest. And then all the way back. 1 more, chin to chest. And all the way back. All right, push and pulls. Hinge at that waist. Let's go. Push and pull. Push and pull. Let's take our time on these. Big stretch in the back of those legs. Push and pull. Push and pull. 2 more. Push and pull. Last one. Push and pull. Nice work. Hands on those. Actually, you know what? We have room. Let's go ahead and put those arms out. Make sure you got room next to you. We're just going to fly that plane side to side right here. We're twisting at that waist. Keeping those tummies tight to protect that lower back. We're just warming up the center of that body. Twist that whole body. Let's go 1 more each side. All right, shake those arms out for me a little bit. Let's tap with those heels. This is kind of fun. Isn't it kind of fun going to the beat here? It's kind of fun. It is good music. Hint, the next song is Richard's favorite song. That's your hint. One of them. No, I'm not going to tell you. Toe taps. I know, that's what I'm saying. We're going to sit here for a while. This is too much fun not to. All right, let's go knees up right here. Knee. All right, we good? All right. So I'm going to tell you toe taps, heel taps, or knees. You ready? Toes. Heels. Toes. Knees. Toes. All right, now we're gonna go 4 heels, 4 toes, 4 knees. You ready? Here we go. 4 heels, 2, 3, right into 4 toes. 1, 2, 3, right into 4 knees. 1, 2, 3. Do that 2 more times. Heels. 2, 3, 4, and toes. 2, 3. Much more fun to the music. Knees. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Let's go heels. 3, 4 toes. 1, 2, 3, and knees. 1, 2, 3, and 4. March it out right here. 45 seconds, and then we'll go ahead and get started. We are started. Started with the real fun stuff. Started with the real fun stuff. Smarty pants. So I got to keep her in my front row. I got to keep my eye on her. I'm talking about you. I don't know. She's looking around the room like, who am I talking to? I'm talking to you. No, you're a good assistant, Linda. All right, here we go. Let's count it out for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. All right, now I got some movers in the room, so make sure you're back by your seat. All right. First exercise we're going to get to is going to be that big exercise. All right. No weights on this exercise. We're just going to get really big. That's going to be our focus. And we're going to do that with a modified jumping jack. So all we're going to do is get that leg and arm, leg out, arms up, overhead. All right. When you're ready, you can join me. You guys take these at your own pace. We're just opening up those shoulders, opening up those hips. Every time we come to an exercise, we'll sit on it for about 1 minute, nothing longer. That's the good news. And we'll do each one 2 times. All right, fair warning. Yep, focusing on really getting those arms up and over your head, opening up those shoulders, stepping it out. Already 30 seconds in. Perfect. Perfect. Nice work, Donna. Now, during this workout, if anybody feels like they need to have a seat, I got my eye on you. I'll give you a modification in that chair. A lot of these exercises you can do seated or standing. Last 15 seconds here. Getting up nice and big with those arms up overhead, legs out. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those shoulders. Y'all are going to feel those shoulders today, okay? All right, I said I was going to take that exercise and I was going to add weights to it. All right, grab some weights. Don't worry, we're not doing a full jumping jack with weights. We're not doing that, all right? But we're going to do that same movement. So you're going to do a lateral raise. So those arms, those weights are in your hands. Roll those shoulders back for me. And all we're going to do, feet flat on the floors, we're just going to take those arms right up to shoulder height and right back down. Now, I'm going to add a challenge for anybody that's interested. You can take a single leg lift. So if you want, you can take that leg out and then right back in, alternating sides. Now we're going to do this nice and slow. You do not have to do that leg lift if you don't want to. You can also do it seated, all right? 1 minute. We'll start with your right leg. If you're lifting your leg, let's go right here. Those weights are only going to go to shoulder height right here. Nice and slow. So we're taking that big movement. We're getting nice and strong with those weights. Now, remember, that leg was a challenge. If you just want to do that lateral raise, you can take that leg raise out of it. Otherwise, it's nice and slow. Get a little bit of a balance component to it also. Make sure you're breathing through these. We're only taking those weights to shoulder height. Now, if you feel like you really do better just doing those arms, just do those arms. Take the leg out of it. We got 15 seconds left. Everybody give me 2 more. 2 and 1. All right. Set those weights down. Shake it out. We're doing everything 2 times. So we got to go back and do that one more time. All right. So roll those shoulders back. Shake them out. I promise our second combo, we'll give those arms a rest. We'll focus on some legs. But for now, we're going to go back to those modified jacks, that big up and over. No weights needed. All right, so you can set those weights down. Back to that modified jack for a minute. Let's go right here. Woo, seems like a piece of cake without those weights. Sorry, David, you scared me. Come on, right here. Big arms, big legs. Woo, feels like my arms are flying without those weights, right? Come on. Opening up those shoulders. Get nice and strong in that upper body. Halfway in, 30 seconds to go. Great news about doing something twice is when you're almost finished the second time, you don't have to come back to it. We're not coming back to these. Sandy's like, thank the Lord because my shoulders are on fire. All right, we here 15 seconds. Come on. Woo, let's do 5 more. Let's go right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. All right, we only have to do that one more time. We're going to grab those weights. I was shaking my shoulders out, and then I fell. Yeah, and the next thing we're going to do is the shoulder shake. we could do that if we want. All right, Gidra's like, who is this girl, and where did she come from? All right, grab those weights. We're going to go back to that lateral raise, all right? All right, here we go. We're going to go one more time on those. 1 minute, feet hip width apart. You can add that leg raise if you want. All right, are we ready? Let's go. Just up to shoulder height and straight back down. Adding that leg adds a little bit of a coordination and a balance component. Only do it if you're comfortable. You can also stay right here. Alan, what was that? All right, stick with me here. Great work. Great work. Really working those shoulders. I promise we're going to let those rest here in about 15 seconds. Let's go 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set those weights down. Woo, super happy that we're finished with those. You happy we're finished with those? Let's go ahead and grab that seat. We're going to go ahead and split these sets with some core work. All right, so we're going to split them with a little bit of core work here. We're going to stay single-sided on this. So we're going to do those bicycle crunches like we do a lot, but we're going to stay single side. So all you need to do is put your hand on that right side of your head here. We're just going to come across to the left side of your body. So it just looks like this. We're going to come across and then open it right back up. All right, what's a good number to do? 2 and 4? Thank you, Richard. Good gracious. 20 is great. All right, you ready? Let's go. 1, 2, opposite side, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Coming across that body, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. All right, now we got to do the other side. Same thing. If you did alternating, just do 20 more. Otherwise, we're going to go other side. So we're tickling that left ear now, coming across that body for 20. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Elbow to opposite knee. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Great work. Sit up nice and tall. Let's stretch out those tummies. Go ahead and grab a drink. When you're ready, we'll go ahead and stand it up. We're going to go right into our second set of exercises. Second set of exercises here. Same thing. First exercise will be nice and big. We're actually going side to side on this exercise. So 2 things you need to make sure. Your weights are well put away and not in your way. And that you have a little bit of space on each side. We're going side to side on these. We're going to open up those hips with some big side steps. And I'm just going to push these right underneath your chair for now. There we go. All right, are you ready? Give yourself a little bit of space. Stand up. We're going to open up those hips. Big side steps. That's our first exercise, our big side steps. So we'll go ahead and start to your right. And all I want you to do is focus on stepping out big and then stepping out to the other side. All right, just like that. Are you ready? Let's go. Big side step and then the other side. Now remember, you can always go to the back of your chair if you need a little added stability. All right, if you feel like you need to hold on to something, you can go to the back of your chair. Big side steps, just like that. Step, meet, woo, step, and meet. You got it. Big steps. Wide legs as we step it out. Big step to the side, big to the other. Now remember, the first exercise we always come to is not going to incorporate weights. We're just working on those legs. Giving those arms a little bit of a break here. 15 seconds left. Opening up those hips. Let's go 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Great work. Shake those legs out. Now for this next exercise, you can grab 2 weights, 1 weight, or 0 weights. Up to you. How much weight do you want to how much resistance do you want? We're going wide leg squats. All right. So those legs are going to be out wide. We're working that big hip mobility here. So wide legs, toes can be out a little bit, kind of like at a 45-degree angle. We're going to go ahead and put those weights right here. And we're just going to sit back into that squat. 1 minute. Let's go right here. So we're taking that same movement, those big side steps, but we're adding some resistance to it now. Take your time on these. Sit back into them. Nice and slow. Slow down and slow up. Halfway done. 30 in, 30 to go. Last 15 right here. Modification would be to take out the weight. Just do the same exercise without the weight. Let's do 2 more here. Let's go 2 and up. Last one. Down and up. Walk those legs in. Set those weights. And you forgot all about those shoulders now, didn't you? Yep, you forgot all about those shoulders now, thinking about those legs. Promise 2 sets of everything, so we're going to go back and do it again. So we're going to go back to those big side steps. All right, side to side. Make sure those weights are tucked away. You can put them on your chair or underneath your chair. All right, everybody good? All right. You can just drop it if you want, Ed, or stick it on your chair. There you go, perfect. All right, we're going to go to the right. All right, big side steps. Listen to your body. If you feel like you need to make those steps a little bit smaller, that's okay. We're just going to work on opening up those hips. 1 minute. Let's go right here. Big side steps. Step. Perfect. Step. Great. Great. Everybody looks good. Nice and big. Remember what we're doing this exercise for. Opening up those hips. Big range of motion. through the back and the side of those legs. Then it's the longest we have to do something. Not coming back to these. If you think you can get a little bit bigger, you can go a little bit bigger. We're already over halfway done. 20 seconds to go on these. And we'll pick up those weights for those squats. And we'll put this exercise to bed. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great work. We're going to pick up those weights one more time for those weighted squats. All right, once you're ready, we're going to widen the stance on those legs. Those toes are out. Shoulders are back. We're going to put those weights right here on our chest. Squat it back. 1 minute. You ready? Let's go. Strong legs. Open hips. Halfway done. 30 in, 30 to go. We're going to shake those legs out and do another set of ab work. Forgetting all about those legs again. Stick with me. Let's go 5 more. Let's go 5. Up. 4. Up. 3. Up. Last one. Last 2. 2. And oh, I'm a mess. All right, set those weights down when you're ready. When you're ready, go ahead and grab those chairs. We're going to go back to that core work. All right, still edge of our seat here. I like 20, so we're going to stick with 20 again, not 2 and 4. We're going to do double knee raise, so edge of your seat. We're just going to lean back just a tiny bit. You can use that chair to guide you in and out, and we're just going to use those tummies to pull those knees up and then slowly lower them. Now, modification on this is just to pull up one leg at a time. All right, and 20 is the magic number. Let's go. 1. Fight that gravity on the way down. 2, 3, 4. Use that tummy to pull you up. Come on, we're going to 20. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank you. I keep all my no, I'm just going to say whatever you say because I have no idea where we're at. Where are we? 15. Just not going to listen to this side of the room. I'm just going to listen to this side of the room. 3 more. 18. 19. 20. All right, very nice. Grab a drink if you need to. We're going into our next set of exercises. You ready? Let's go. When you're ready, grab a drink. First one will be done without weight. Second one will be done with weight. We'll repeat them twice and then go back to core. You know the drill. So we opened up those hips. Worked on that shoulder mobility and that hip mobility on those jacks. We opened up those hips a little bit more on those side steps. Now we're going to get really tall for this next exercise. We're going to go ground to ceiling. So with those feet hip width apart, we're just going to lightly squat and we're going to get low to high. Now when you get high, I want you, if you can, to get as even up on those tiptoes. All right? If you need to move to the back of your chair for some stability, you can. But the idea is just to get as tall as you possibly can up top. All right? Ground to ceiling. We'll go a full minute on these. You ready? Let's go right here. Key is getting as tall as you can right here. Woo! Lost my balance on that one. All the way up. How am I going to get through another class? I still got to teach another class after this. Luckily, I be able to sit while I'm doing it. That's the good news. How tall? You getting as tall as you can, all the way up on those tiptoes. Perfect. Ground to ceiling, nice and tall, long arms, long legs, long abs, all the way up on those tiptoes. A little bit of a balance component as we go up on those tiptoes. For some of us, that's not comfortable on those feet, and if that's the case, don't go up on those tiptoes. Halfway in, 30 to go. Everybody looks good. We got 15 seconds left. Are you getting a little bit taller with each one? All the way up. You're almost to the ceiling, Alan. Come on. Right here. 2 more. And up. Nice work. Shake it out. Feeling that in your abs a little bit as you stretch it out nice and tall. All right. So what do you think we're doing now? Grabbing those weights. And we're going to get nice and tall with those weights. We're going up overhead, straight arm overhead press. You can do this seated if you want to, Donna. We're just going to go ahead and set those weights right on those shoulders with those feet hip width apart. Thank you, Linda. And all we're going to do, you don't need to go up on your tiptoes. We're just going to get as tall as we can overhead. So it just looks like this. Straight up overhead and then straight back to your shoulders. All right, let's do 16 of these. Let's go. 1, 2, nice and tall. Come on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, going to 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Great work. Set those weights down. Relax those arms a little bit for me. Did that hurt your back, Carl? Did it hurt your lower back? Yeah, I mean, that definitely, your abs definitely protect that lower back for sure. You know what we're going to do before we go back there is we're going to go through the mechanics of that exercise before we do that again. That's a great point. So let's get through these ground to ceiling reaches, and then we'll spend a little bit of time on what Carl was talking about with that low back, where we can really focus on tightening those tummies to protect that lower back. All right, we ready? We're going to go ground to ceiling. You okay on those ground to ceilings? Was that overhead press? All right, we good? Now here's the deal. If you're seated, you can do these seated. All you're going to do is you're going to hinge forward at that waist and then come all the way up here, seated or standing. All right? All right, we ready? And you good with that weight, Ed? You can set that down. So ground to ceiling. Are we ready? Let's go as tall as we can get, all the way up. Perfect, Deidre. That's absolutely perfect. Just like that. Nice, Donna. All the way up, tall as you can get. Hinging at that waist. Getting up nice and tall. Ground to ceiling. Ground to ceiling. All the way up. Come on. Tall as you can get. Right here. Tall as you can get. $20 seconds left on these. Not coming back to these again. All the way up. All the way up. Great work. Let's go 3 more. Let's go 3. Get a little bit taller with this one. 2. Last one. And up. Great work. All right. Relax it out. Roll those shoulders back. I want to take you through one small exercise to touch on Carl's point. Those of you at home, if you didn't hear, Carl was saying that when he was doing those presses overhead, it was bothering his lower back. I talk about this a lot, but it's something that you guys can practice throughout the week, is really tightening that tummy, pulling it in to protect that lower back. So I just want you to stand up nice and tall for me. You can do this seated too, Gigi. You can do this seated too. Keep those shoulders back. Now what I want you to do is I want you to tighten those tummies, like you're pulling that tummy, all that belly button all the way to the back. All right, so tighten it and then relax. Pull that belly. It's like you're putting on those tight pair of pants. And relax. It is, though, you know, like when you're putting on, I mean, if you wear tight pants, I guess. And then you go ahead and suck it in again right here. and relax. Now that's an exercise that you can do throughout the entire day. You're standing at the post office waiting to mail that letter. Hold that tummy in and relax it down. You're sitting at that light in the car, tighten that tummy and relax it. Great way to support that lower back is, like you said, it's to tighten that core and really strengthen that core. That's why we do a lot of that work. Another thing that you could do is you could lighten the weights just a little bit, because another thing that happens is as you fatigue in your arms, that strength has to come from somewhere. So it starts to come from your lower back. It starts to come from other muscles. So that sometimes happens too. But let's focus that. Let's grab those weights. Let's also go to 12 this time, Carl. Let's go to 12 instead of 16 on these, so we can really keep form. Let's put those weights on those shoulders. Everybody tuck in those tummies like we just practiced. Protect those lower backs. All right, and we'll go up for 12. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep those tummies tight. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Great work. Set those weights down. We went through 2 rounds of that, so go ahead and have a seat. Let's go back to our core. Now we're going to do some seated crunches. So if you want to use those weights for added resistance, sorry, Richie, just set them down. But if you want to use those weights for added resistance, you can. We'll just hold them on our chest. If you don't want to, you don't have to. In order to really maximize this exercise, you really need to be at the edge of your seat so we can get all the way back. If you want that weight, we'll just keep them right here on our chest. If you don't want to use weights, you can just cross those arms on your chest. Those feet stay flat on the ground here. And all we're going to do is we're going to take it back for a count of 3 and up for a count of 3. All right, we'll do 10 of these. All right, we'll cut that 20 in half. All right, so weights on those shoulders. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Slow up for 1, 2, 3. If this pulls on your lower back on this particular exercise, drop those weights. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That was 2. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep those feet firmly planted on the ground. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Was that 8, Alan? 1, 2, 6. Alan's daydreaming like I usually do. That was 9. That was 9. You're going to get everybody mad at me. All right, up for 1, 2, and 3. That was 10. Relax it out. Yes, Darius Rucker, very good. All right, we ready? Set those weights down, grab a drink. We're on our final set. Final set right here. Oh, you know what? Say that again. We're going to use those chairs, so don't move. Yeah. Those of you at home, somebody here was just talking about how it helps too when he was having some back issues, and it really helped him to sit in the back of his chair and really focus on sitting straight up, tightening those tummies, just to kind of give that back a little bit of support. But here, I think both to what Carl's point and Alan's point is that it's a conscious, it's constantly thinking about where that strength comes from and tightening the center of that body. I got a singer in the front. I got all kinds of stuff going on here. All right, edge of your seat. Everybody's seated for these next 2 exercises. Edge of your seat. We're going to take those jacks we did in the beginning and we're going to turn those into star jacks. So what we're going to do is we're going to get as big as we can out, and then we're going to come right back in. All right, as big as we can out and right back in. We'll do these for a minute. Are you ready? Let's go right here. Open and close. Getting as big as we can. And close. Open. And close. Open. And close. Good job. Take it open. And close. Big. And back to center. 30 in, 30 to go. Let's go. Big. And close. Big. And close. Big. And close. 15 seconds. Come on. Big. And in. Big. And in. Big. In. Let's go. 3 more. 3. Back to center. 2. Back to center. Last one. Big. And center. All right. We're almost done, guys. Almost done. Let's grab those weights. All right. What we're going to do is we're going to take that open and close legs, and we're going to add a sit stand. So it looks like this. Now, the weights can be taken out of it if you do not want any resistance. Otherwise, it's going to look like this. Those feet are hip width apart. We're going to stand. We're going to sit. We're going to put those legs out and do a wide leg stand and back. So we're going to be an in stand, out stand. All right? All right. Are we ready? Let's go. Feet about hip width apart. Down, wide, up, and down. Back in right here. And out. Take those weights out if you need to. Do it without the weights. Do this same sit stand without the weights. Ginger, that's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Pam, that's great. Right here. Feet together. And then feet wide. Feet together. And feet wide. Feet together. And wide. Let's do one more each. Feet together. And feet wide. And relax. Set those weights down. All right. Nice work. Let's set those weights down. We got 1 more minute each. Jagan is still smiling. That's why I love having you in class, Jagan. He smiled the whole time. I don't know what's going through his head. I'm sure he's not. I'm sure he's saying all kinds of things about me in his head, but the whole time he's smiling at me. I love it. I love it. All right. All right. Are we ready? Set those weights down because we're going to go back to those big star jacks. All right. 1 more minute of each. Are you ready? Let's go. Big. And back to center. Big. Oh, sorry, those of you at home. I lost my... All right, keep going. This is going to be kind of loud, those of you at home. Sorry about that. Plug your ears. All right, still going out and in. It's having so much fun. I just knocked my mic right off. All right, here we go. Open, big, and close. Open, and close. 20 seconds, open, and close. Open, and close. Open, and close. Open, and close. Let's do one more. Big as you can get. All the way open, and close. 1 more minute. Then we are on our core grand finale is what I'm calling it. But before we get there, we're going to do those open and close. Sit to stand. All right, so those weights are right here on that chest. We'll start with those feet right at hip width apart. Are you ready? Let's go up and down. Now we're going to widen the stance and go up that way. Perfect. Come back to center. And then back. Perfect. Back to center. And wide leg and up. Just shifting from that narrow stance to that wide stance. Two more of each. Let's go 1 center, 1 wide, And then we'll go one center and one wide. Great work. Set those weights down. We are done with those weights for the day. That's the good news. Grab a drink if you need to. We got our core finale, and then we're stretching it out. We're going to take all 3 of those core exercises we did. We're going to put them back to back to back to back, 10 of each, all right? 10 single leg bicycle, 10 single leg bicycle, 10 knee raises, 10 crunches, right? I was going to say, Jagan, you're not smiling, but you're smiling now. All right, to sneeze. Went away. Okay, so we're going to take that right arm, or those right fingertips onto that right leg. Remember, we're coming across our body for 10, then we'll do the other side for 10. All right, this is it. This is all we got left. All right, let's go right here. Keeping those tummies tight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we're going to go the other side. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 knee raises. All right, single or double. Let's go. 1, nice and slow. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. No weights, arms on those chests, feet hip width apart, edge of your seat. 10 seated crunches. Let's go. Back up for 1. Tighten those tummies. Take it back. Tighten those tummies. Pull it up for 2. Up for 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Sit up nice and tall. Look at the person next to you and say, we made it. We made it. We made it. Take a drink if you need to. We're going to go ahead and stretch it out. Great work. Right on time. Right on time, right on time. See, Donna, we're done. Hard part's over. All right. Give yourself a little bit of room here to stretch it out. We're going to go ahead and extend that leg out. Reach for that toe. Let's get a nice big stretch in the back of that leg that's straight out. Oh, didn't even get to your second one, Rich. Oh. All right, hug that leg in. Now, see, I know this song, but I would not have known that that was the name of it. All right, other side, right here. Hinge at that waist, reach for that toe. All right, hug that leg in. Rotate that ankle. I'll add this to our Tuesday playlist too. Need to come back to that one. All right, sit up nice and tall for me. Woo, roll those shoulders back. Tuck in that tummy right here. Twist that upper body and look over that shoulder behind you. Really want to pull that tummy in on this one to protect that lower back. And then go to the other side. Nice big rotation to the other side. And then come back to center right here. Let's go ahead and put those arms out. Clasp those fingers in front of you. Keep those arms nice and straight. I just want you to kind of roll those shoulders forward a little bit. Feel a nice big stretch in the back of those shoulders. Relax those arms down, big shoulder rolls back. Up overhead, nice big stretch here. And then other side. And then come back to center. Let's finish with those big neck rotations right here. Give me 1 or 2 in each direction, nice and big. All the way around. Once you get 1 or 2 in one direction, go ahead and switch directions. This is where we'll finish up here. And then when you're finished with those, you meet me right back here in the middle. 2 deep breaths. We prepared ourselves in the beginning. We're going to thank these bodies of ours here for everything they allowed us to do as we inhale it out, or inhale it in, and exhale it out through the mouth. And last one here, in through the nose, all the way up. Nice big breath up top, big reach up to the ceiling, and exhale it out through your mouth. And give yourself a round of applause because we did it. That was not easy stuff, so nice work. Those of you at home, I'll see you next time.